Okay, so everyone, we'll start the discussion on the case study of Leslie Brinkman at Versutia Capital. So the team member include myself, Yomandi, Kamila Rasu, Muhammad Osama, and Alexander. So let's start with the introduction. Next further slide. Okay, these are the topic which we are going to cover in this presentation. So let's start with the introduction. This case study underscore the critical problem that can arise from rapid growth and evolving the dynamics within the organization. Uh, the challenges are can impact the performance and employee morale, and uh, and Leslie Brinkman face which Leslie Brinkman has faced in this case study has a profound impact on various aspects of the company, ranging from the performance of the employee to overall organizational health. So the key problems are include declining performance and for investor concerns, exhausted teams, communication breakdown, culture shift, leadership style mismatch, and integration gaps. These key problems will be briefly discussed in the further slides. So these interconnected issues led to the decline in the performance and the strain work environment and has a significant impact on the warrant comprehensive analysis and a strategic resolution of the Versutia Capital's long-term success. So let's move on to the next slide. In this slide, I will explain what are the key problems and what are the impact that that has caused by the key problems. So the first key problem are the declining performance. The rapid growth of the Versutia capital has brought with it an array of challenges, on one of which Leslie Brickman faced directly. The decline in performance. As the company expanded quickly, it struggled to maintain the same level of performance, and that initially contributed to its success. These decline raised concern among the investors who became uncertain about the company's ability to sustain its growth trajectory and deliver the expected returns. The second key problems is exhausted team. The rapid growth often demand increased effort from the existing workforce, including Leslie Brinkman's team. The case study highlights how Leslie's team at Versutia Capital become exhausted due to the relentless pace of expansion. This exhaustion can lead to decrease in productivity and ultimately affect the overall work atmosphere. The the next is cultural shift. With growth, organization might experience a cultural shift. And he, as a new employee with diverse background, joined the team, including Leslie Brinkman. Maintaining a cohesive company culture can be difficult in such circumstances. Furthermore, the leadership style that might have been effective in the initial stage, such as Leslie's leadership approach, might no longer be suitable as the organization evolves. A mismatch between the leadership approach and the company's current need can lead to the confusion and inefficiencies. The next key problem is integration gap of as Versutia Capital expanded rapidly it likely acquired a new team or business which Leslie Brickman might have been involved in integrating these new components effectively into the existing structure can be challenging. Integration gap Integration gap can result in duplication of effort, inconsistent processes, and for, forming between the different part of the organization, including those that Leslie's team oversees. So the impact of these key problems are the financial one, reputation and credibility, employee morale and burnout, and the cultural one. So we'll discuss the financial one. One of the most immediate repercussion of the challenges Leslie Brinkman and Versutia Capital encountered is the financial capital or the financial impact. Investor in this case study, it was mentioned that the investors' withdrawal have been a significant concern, directly affecting the total asset managed by the company. The decline in the performance and inconsistent return has led to reduce the investor confidence, resulting in the withdrawal of the funds. As a result, not only are the asset under the management shrinking, but the company is also experiencing a reduced earning from the managing investors. The next one is reputation and credibility. The erosion of investors' trust due to the inconsistent return has cast a shadow over the Versutia Capital reputation and the credibility, impacting Leslie Brickman leadership as well. Challenges in delivering the expected returns have made it difficult to entice new investors to join the fold. Furthermore, maintaining the loyalty of the current investors has proven to be challenged as their confidence has been shaken. The long-term implication of this could be include difficulties in attracting fresh investments and retaining the trust of existing investors, which has the direct implication for Leslie's leadership efforts. So the next impact which can cause the organization is employee morale and burnout. The challenges faced by the Leslie Brinkman and the company has also taken a toll on its employees, including Leslie's team. The decline in performance and the accompanying uncertainty can significantly impact team morale and job satisfaction. It can affect the Leslie's ability to lead effectively. These adverse effects on overall employees' well-being cannot be underestimated. Burnout are direct consequences of the exhausted team, and the communication breakdown is a leading lower retention rate as employees seek healthier work environment. These collective decreases is moral translate into decreased level of productivity and efficiency across the organization, including Leslie's domain of responsibility. So the final impact on the organization is cultural erosion. As Versutia Capital, led by the Leslie, navigated its rapid growth, the cultural fabric that once bound the organization together has faced erosion. The challenges in maintaining the consistent performance and communication have led the lower employee motivation and engagement. The sense of belonging among the staff member has diminished, and the negative work environment has become a barrier to optimal performance. This cultural illusion can further exacerbate the existing issue and hinder the Leslie's and the company's ability to tackle its challenge effectively. So let's move on to the next slide. In this slide we will discuss the problem analysis on the financial impact. So the first impact is diversify the investment strategy. One big move they are making in this company is diversifying their investment strategies. They are looking closely at assets that aren't performing well and figuring out why. Exploring new types of investment and different part of the world can help them spread out the risk. And they are also teaming up with the experienced fund manager to get fresh ideas and expertise. The second is the enhanced risk management. Another important step is improving how they manage risk. They are going to use advanced method to better understand the risk tied to their investment. They are setting clear limits on how much risk they are willing to take with each investment, and they will keep a close watch on the risk and make changes if needed to keep things stable. So the third one is the strengthened investor communication. Lastly, they are going to talk to their investors a lot more. They want to be open about how their investments are doing. They have to be transparent. Any changes they are making to their plans and what are the market looks like. They will explain what went wrong if there were any issues like the one they have faced in the quarter one in 2005. They are even planning to give special attention to individual investors to make sure they feel heard and understood. So, to summarize this problem analysis, these strategies are all about improving how Versutia Capital handles its money and how it talk to its investors. It's not just about the organization's financial health, but it is also affect the Leslie's Brinkman role as a leader. So the next slide explain. Can you, other member will explain the next slide, please.
Hi guys, myself Tamilasu Sadasivam, and I'm going to explain about the problem analysis of reputation and creditability. And that first one is performance discrepancy. Actually, the Versutia Capital's performance suffered due to its inability to meet performance expectation, and the returns were consistently below benchmark indices, causing investors to question its ability to generate competitive profits. This firm credibility as a skilled assist manager and raised doubts about the effectiveness of its investment strategies. As a result, potential and existing client may have been reluctant to invest their fund to such impacting its overall reputation in this industry. And then second one is the expansion obstacles. The rapid expansion of assets under management strain operational capacity. The firm inability to scale its meticulous analysis and research process to accommodate the increased workload process resulted in potential investment oversight and reduced due and it reduced its investment. The credibility gap emerged when the investment decision faced challenges, uh, undermining the firm reputation for consistently. The perceptions that corners may have been cut due to growth pressure could lead to investors to question the commitment to disciplined investment practice. And then the third one is investor confidence erosion. Actually, the prolonged underperformed triggered the investor concerns. As the firm returns lagged behind competitor and benchmark client demand which with the credibility and it suffered due to it and due to its inadequately address these inquiries, leading to decline in investor confidence. This breakdown in communication completely sabotaged the firm reputation for transparency and effective client relations, which are potentially resulting in client withdrawals and a negative word of mouth within the industry. And the fourth one is the internal unrest. It's nothing but then strained interactions and increased pressure on employees within the Versutia Capital created a tense work, created high pressures and created a high ambience environment. The CEO, Leslie Brinkman, frustrations and impatience were evident to the team, causing concerns about her leadership style and undermining the firm reputation for a supportive and cohesive workplace. This dynamic could negatively impact moral teamwork and innovation as employees felt reluctant to raise issues or contribute ideas. The the perceived lack of alignment between the CEO expectation and the actual work atmosphere damage the company reputation for fostering professional growth and a positive corporate culture. And then the last one is principal action gap. Uh, the discrepancy between the firm's stated values and the actual management practice after its reputation and credibility, while its claim to prioritize transparency, teamwork, and client centric approaches. The mounting pressure seem to be pushed the firm towards a more reactive and less collaborative stance. This misalignment weakened its credibility as an industry participant, authenticity, questioned the authenticity of the film proclaimed values, such as disconnect between words and action, eroded trust, and raised doubts about the film's commitment to ethical contact and the long-term client relationship. That's it. And the remaining one going to do by
Hi there, my name is Mohammad Osama, and I'm here to present the employee morale and burnout. So basically, the Brinkman's hedge fund is known as Versutia Capital, experienced rapid growth and expansion, resulting in increased workloads, longer hours, and heightened responsibilities for employees. Secondly, this growth also created a pressure-filled environment driven by Leslie's dedication to success and the firm's highest high performance. The third point we can describe as like while this is a unique structure of direct reporting to Leslie, fostered close communication. So it also led to employees being directly in contact with her. And we can say it was influenced by her mood and critique. The fourth point we can say the work-life balance was compromised due to demanding expectations, long hours, and constant communications. The last one, according to our PPT, is like during challenging periods, the combination of uncertainty and performance pressure further strained morale. So this was my part. The next slide will be discussed by my.
Mm. Hello, today I'd like to discuss the concern of cultural erosion in context of venture capital. Uh, Cultural erosion refers to the gradual change of loss of culture values over time. So the first is a limited socialization outside of work of concern, where professionalism is crucial. Informal interactions foster camaraderie. The absence of such connection could erode the sense of unity among team members. The high stress and accountability culture, while driving performance, could lead team to unintended consequences. This is sustained pressure might erode employees' enthusiasm, causing declining morale and job satisfaction over time. Additionally, the expectations of constant availability, even beyond working hours, might erode work-life balance. The imbalance could lead to burnout and ultimately effective productivity and retention rates. The emphasis of individual performance through enthusiastic excellence might erode the spirit of teamwork. A shift towards individual pursuits could hinder the collaborative environment that fosters innovations. In a conclusion, I would like to say that cultural erosion is a natural process. However, acknowledging these potential shifts is crucial. It's not about resisting change, but about ensuring alignment with our core values. By addressing this concept proactively, Versutia Capital can preserve its possible aspects while embracing the necessary evolution for sustaining success. That's all for my part.
Thank you, Alessandra. So now in this part, I show you the different recommendation for any problem that was identified. So the recommendation for final import are number one, diversity investment strategy. In this case, Leslie need to conduct a comprehensive analysis of on the performing assets in the portfolio and explore new investment avenue, such as different asset class and regions. And number two is engage with risk management. that in this case, she needs to implement advanced risk assessment techniques to identify potential risks. She needs to set clear risk tolerance level for each investment and continuously monitor and adjust the portfolio's risk profile to ensure optimal risk-reward balance. The number three for financial impact is strengthening investor communication. In this case, she need to proactively engage with investors to provide transparent performance updates, explain strategic adjustment, and address concerns. For the other problem, the recommendation is for reputation and credibility. For example, number one, improve due diligence. In this case, the speed rapid asset expansions, uphold rigorous analysis and due diligence practice. The number two is register investor through consistent improvement in performance, review investor confidence, transparently address performance concerns, communication strategy shift, and actively engage in dialogue to regain the credibility. The number three is enhance leadership communication. In this case, important. Foster open and respectful communication between CEO Leslie Brinkman and the employees. Advertise, encounter, and promote a collaborative atmosphere to review the firm's positive image. For the recommendation for culture erosion, in this case, the number one is promote work-life balance. For example, introduce initiatives that support employees' well-being and work-life balance. Is in the intensity of the fast-paced culture and reducing stress level. The number two, encourage social interaction. Organize team building events and casual gathering to foster connection among employees outside of work-related discussion, enhancing a sense of belonging. And the number three is cultivate learning culture, that in this case you need to emphasize the value of learning and employment, positioning the intense work environment as opportunity for personal and professional growth. And the last one is the recommendation for moral and burnout. In this case, number one, the employee support programs. In this case, too important, that offer wellness programs, counseling service, and work-life balance initiative to address employees' burnout and boost overall well-being. Number two, recognize and reward achievements, acknowledge employee contribution and achievement to boost morale and motivation, creating positive work environment. And the last one is professional development opportunity, invest in employees training and development to enhance skill and job satisfaction, which can lead to higher retention rate and improve the productivity. This is the recommendation for each problem that was identified. In the conclusion part, we focus in 4 different points that the analysis highlight a significant financial implication due to lower investor confidence, that the solution involves diversity investment, strategy, risk management, and proactive engage. To review reputation, enhance due diligence, performance, and transparent leadership are necessary in this case. And culturally promoting balance, social tips, And learning environments is crucial for venture capital's resurgence. Thank you for paying attention. For project credit, as you can see, is in the presentation. Thank you.
Oh, thank you everyone for contributing to this discussion. So, okay.